Exclusive hot new
High School Holla.
Here it comes.
Holla, Chicago! Stephen Spoon Ramsey welcoming everyone from Chicago and all surrounding areas to the best show in Chicago for high school sports, the H2S2 High School Holla Sports Show, for another Diva Sports edition, being brought to you by our friends at Uniquely Cultured Beauty. It's an online beauty retail store that provides an unparalleled selection of quality beauty products that allows women to be confident in their beauty. You can find them at their website, uniquelyculturedbeauty.com, or via social media by searching Uniquely Cultured Beauty. We welcome back an old friend of the show, but yet a first-time head coach at Johnson College Prep High School, home to the Pumas, Coach Andrew Frierson, and a few young ladies from the JCP Puma Football Squad who are joining us in honor of Women's History Month. Thank you for joining us, and to be totally honest, Coach Fry, we are following your lead on this because you took the time to talk about and recognize these young ladies on your squad. Just talk about real quickly, how did all this come about? What struck up the opportunity to honor these two young ladies?
Well, what happened was they both just said they wanted to come out for football. Shannasia, Cleaves contacted me when I was taking care of the freshman list, and she reached out to me in the summer and asked about playing football. And then she said her and her cousin were coming to Johnson to play football, who's also a freshman. Leandra contacted me after I reached out to the freshman through email in late December, and she asked me about playing football as well. So, I think I've been blessed at every stop I've made throughout my head coaching career, where I've had at least one girl that I've coached on the football team. So coaching young ladies is not a new point for me in football land, but having these two young ladies that go extra miles and that just put in the hard work and efforts that they do, it makes everything in coaching aspect of coaching young ladies in football, it makes it very fun, very exciting, and just very enthusing to any young lady that wants to play football out there.
Well, we let the guys have a moment, but we're talking about the ladies of JCP Puma Football. And I am so excited to now get an opportunity to meet our special guests, these young ladies and shining stars repping for the women, girl power on the gridiron for the Pumas. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. Let the people know what class you represent, what position you play on this Puma football field. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. What class I represent is Miss Carlton class, 9th grade advisory class. And what position I play is a running back.
My name is Leandra Hill, and I represent class of Miss Hughes, and I play running back.
What inspired you guys to want to play football? How did that come about?
What inspired me was like I see like a lot of male football teams, and I wanted to try, but I did. I'm on the team.
Okay, well, so what really inspired me is that I have a lot of brothers that actually play football. One just went out to the Army, and one actually is on a traveling team for football. So, yeah, I've seen them grow up. I played with them growing up. And, they really inspired me playing football. And I really never seen females on a football team. So I liked this. I want to try it. So yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now, I want to find out. You said you played football before. Have you played organized football before, or just with your brothers?
Just for my brothers. Just for my brothers.
What about you, Leandra? Had you ever played football before?
Well, just my brothers, cause I have 3 brothers, and like we used to play like catch in the backyard.
So, Leandra, you got them hands. You should have went out for a receiver. See, coach needs another good, fast receiver. But I don't care what you play. You two amaze me that you guys have taken the talent to play. I want to ask, if I'm not being too nosy, I'm not trying to get all up in your business. How was it when you asked your parents to sign you up for football? What was that conversation like?
It was decent. I always told my mama I wanted to play football. And when I told her that they allowed girls on the football team in my school, my mother and my father basically was telling me like they wanted me to know like, do I know what I'm getting myself into? When I'm playing football and stuff, it's gonna be rough, all that type of stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. They just wanted me to make sure I knew what I was getting myself into before I just said I want to play football, because football is not just catching. It's a lot more to it than just catching football.
Furthermore, mom, when she found out that it was like girls can actually play on the boys football team, she was like, "Oh, for real? Oh my God, yeah."
I like it. I like it a lot. Now, tell us about the first day of practice when you guys first stepped out there with the fellas. Were they surprised to see you guys out there? What was that like? The first day you guys came out there, Leandra, what was it like for y'all?
I mean, for me, it wasn't like the first day that I came, I was kind of a little scared, like nervous. And then once I kept going to practices and practicing with them, I felt like more comfortable around them.
I would say I was really scared. They was welcoming. Of course they was surprised that it was a girl joining the football team, but they was welcoming and they treated us like we was one of them, basically.
Now, Coach, you talked about when these two young ladies signed up and your previous experience. Were you what was your initial reaction when these two came to you and said, "Hey, I want to play football"?
Uh, I can't really say I had a reaction per se. I just like how, there's young ladies that want to change the aspect of the game in such a big way. To me, it's an inspiration. I feel personally. Um, football is one of those sports that's very male dominant, of course, and now that we're seeing more women, rather just players. I know as a college they had a kicker as a young lady. Now there's becoming more female referees that are refereeing in the NFL, such as we did in the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Bucks. I think it's a very good inspiration of what's happening here, and that I encourage any young lady that wants to play football or just do anything and become anything, to just strive and reach for it. To me, it's a blessing. That's how I count it as. And, it's a pleasure coaching these two young ladies because they both have such good character, such good heart, strong exterior, because they're out there going hard every day for everybody. And, they give their all, honestly. And they're two classy young ladies.
Now, Shannasia, what made you choose your position? What made you choose running back?
I didn't really choose that position. The coach, I guess he felt that would be like a good position for me, and I was good with that position because my brother, he played running back. So I was good with that position.
All right, Leandra, what made you choose yours?
Well, it was really like what Sinead said, like coach gave it to me because he feel as though like I'm good at it. And like I feel like that I can like just go for it.
Now, Coach, you've already spoke to the fact that you've had young ladies on your team before. So your experience in approaching these, how did you sit down with your coaching staff and discuss how you're going to coach these two young ladies?
One thing for sure, I don't coach any differently than if it was with the boys. And, I make that known to them. Even this past Saturday, I was getting on both of them about carrying the ball right, running through the right holes, stuff like that. And
so in other words, coach make y'all run like everybody else, don't he?
Oh yeah. Shannasia had her helmet off the other day, and she'll tell you, I made her run a lap. Like one thing we are implementing with this team is that, we want to have structure and discipline. And, I teach them that, having your helmet off on the field, the referee will tell you to go to the sideline and you have to sub out because you took the helmet off. So we preach about keeping your helmets on while you're on the field. When you're on a water break and all that stuff, you take the helmet off. But, she was caught without the helmet on, so I had to make her run that lap.
So, Coach, did you have to have a talk with the guys on the team after you realized that these two young ladies were going to make it?
No, actually, I didn't. The guys, just like Shannasia mentioned, the guys are very welcoming. They had open arms for both of these young ladies, and no, it was nothing that really discussed. They accepted them with open arms, and they enjoy playing around them as much as the ladies enjoy being around the guys. So I teach them it's one big happy family, as it should be. And, we got to make sure the family stays tight and right.
Shannasia, do you have a favorite football player? Or do either of you have a favorite football player that you like?
Yeah, my brother.
Leandra, you got a favorite football player or favorite female athlete that you like?
I have a favorite female athlete. All my life, because Gabrielle Douglas, she really inspired me.
What would you like to say to all the young ladies that you're like encouraging right now? That there's a 7th and 8th grader right now who's going to be watching and listening to this. What would you like to say to those young ladies who's looking to follow your footsteps?
That you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't let anybody like tell you that you can't do it, because you can do it.
I would tell the girls, like, basically, you always gonna have somebody that doubt that you can't do it. But if you put your heart and your mind to it, you can achieve anything you want. But you is gonna have to work 10 times harder on the field if you really want what you want. Like, if you really want to play football, you're gonna have to work hard, give it your all, basically.
Now, do you young ladies play any other sport? I think somebody on this panel plays a little b-ball out there doing a thing on the hardwood. What other sports do you guys play?
I play basketball and volleyball. That's the only other two sports I say I play.
Yeah, I play basketball, soccer, and volleyball.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coach, we have come to the point of our show where we allow you guys, as we say, to give you an opportunity to give big hollers out. Who do you want to give a big holler out to?
My school, my principal, my team, my family. Yeah. My coaches, yeah.
Leandra, who you want to give hollers out to?
My school, my coaches for believing in me, and my family.
Coach Fry, you know how this go. You giving big hollers out to who?
Oh, well, first I start with my wife. I mean, she's always been my rock and just a person that's just been so extra supportive of all of this with me, as well as my daughter, Adrian, my mother and father, who always inspire me. I'd like to give a shout out to all my family, the Johnson College Prep football family, as well as my family at Carnegie Elementary, where I work at currently as a 6th grade special ed educator. So, yeah, all these people have become a part of me in such a big way, and I'm just very grateful for everyone that's been in support of me through all these years and just been in my corner, just giving me the strength and encouragement I need to get through every day.
Well, Coach Frierson, we look forward to having the opportunity, seeing you and the Johnson College Prep Pumas football team compete, and these two young ladies making some big moves out there on the gridiron. I want to see some shaking, some baking, some catching, some touchdowns, even some tackling on special. I want to see y'all just go all out. It's been a pleasure having you young ladies join us today on the Diva Sports edition of the H2S2 Show. Much success to you guys, and thank you for joining us, Coach. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You can always listen to a post of today's show along with many of our past shows and segments by visiting the Urban Fieldhouse Media website. That's urbanfieldhousemedia.com. Another great way to listen to the H2S2 Show is by subscribing to our new YouTube channel, as well as our podcast on iTunes and Google Play. Follow us on SoundCloud as well. You can find us on all of those under the name Urban Fieldhouse Media. Holler at us on social media via Facebook, on our Facebook page, the High School Holla Sports Show, and on Twitter at Urban Fieldhouse. Always know God loves you, and we do too. Until next time, I'm Stephen Spoon Ramsey saying, let's stay masked up and safe Chicago until we get back together again. Take it easy. Peace.
High School Holla.